welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is... what is this? This is, Techtonica. We're just up on Sierra, checking on sand. Because I've been doing things. Okay, we're down to 5,400. That's good. That's cool. Okay, so we are nearly, like, out of sand. Now, this little setup here was to reduce the amount of sand that's going back up to, excuse me, to wherever I was sending it. So all we're doing is we're taking the sand and breaking it down into sand. This is reconstituting it into my sand, but a lot less than what we had. This takes the sesamoite powder and mixes it with kindlevine extract to make slightly less sesamoite powder, which then feeds back into that, and this will hopefully cut down the amount of sand that's going up, which it is. As you can see, we're hardly sending any up here. It does mean the belts are a little bit dirt. Blimey, we've emptied out that storage as well. Interesting. So that's interesting. Okay, so that's that one. So let's have a look at archive as well then. Here we are. Again, I've put the same setup up here. So yeah, we've got the kindlevine, but that's going. And how much? We got about 4,500 up here as well. That's good news. So that's that. And then we'll go and have a look on lab as well. As you can see, we've been working our way, making the drill bits to get closer to Mech. And we're getting there. What are we down to? Just over 40,000. And as you can see, fuel production is going great guns. You're not producing any. Why not? Because you're waiting on sesamoite coolant. Why are you waiting on sesamoite coolant? Because we don't have the sesamoite powder. Interesting. Okay. Okay. But yes, sesamoite powder is becoming a problem. As in, we're not getting enough. Because obviously we're converting it here. Maybe I need to increase production. I don't know. Because you can't blast it. So I just started blasting. Anyway. So yeah, we're doing okay. Oh, we just dropped below. And now we've gone back up again. Which is probably why that's so slow. So what else have I been doing? I've added some more to Foundry, because I felt that we weren't getting through the sand quick enough. However, I think we are, and this is going to start becoming a problem. So I added a little extra setup over here. No, over here, to get some more sand. Well, so the problem we'd had is the sand got backed up. And we weren't processing that. So now I set this setup to reconstitute it. But again, I wasn't producing enough sesamoite powder. Or sand. So I've had to set up another sand setup. That feeds back into here somewhere. here. And feeds back into these. These reconstitute it. I've got a load of sesamite gel being smelted into sesamite powder, which is also going back into the system. So that's cool. This is all backed up. Why is that backed up? Because we're not getting enough sesamite. Okay. I mean, we could probably spare some. If I do that, that'll then feed in. But hopefully this should mean that these also get a fair whack at being processed. So yeah, so that's then all coming through to here. We've got quite a few. Not as many of these, but our main production for those is down at the other floor. Pop those in there because we want more of those, and then just jump down to X-ray because that's where I'm making those. And not X-ray, Victor, which was the last thing we set up in the last episode. Yeah, we need to put some more of those in. There we go. So we can grab those. Ooh. Is that now full? No. We grab those. Ooh. Come through here, snake our way through. Because I don't want to just load that up. Well, you can go. You can go. There we go. This is what we set up at the end of the last episode. However, I was also in need of... I'd noticed that these were also getting spat out, which would imply that it's not getting enough sesamite powder, so it's just processing the scrap ore, which is fair enough. But we've got a decent amount of gold bars there, so that's lovely. So yeah, so I just set up a small smelting situation because we've got the gel. And have I got any research on me? I do have some research on me. So we're just going to pop that in here. Not the pink ones. But I will now show you why I've got the pink ones on me. I did make a load of blue ones to get a load of blue research. So I think it was in logistics. Yeah, these two, pack size 5 and hauler cap 3. I've upgraded those. So I think that's all of the blue ones that we haven't picked up. In terms of transportation, I have now found 4. It was on the stairs out the back of Archive, just behind where I've got my sand towers, the sand pump towers. Behind the left hand one, there's a circular staircase, and it was on there. Yes, I looked it up. So they're going, that's doing that. This is making some of these. I've got 12, I'll grab 4 more. We can't destroy the drill bits, and I couldn't destroy the belts either, I don't think. But now to show you what I've been working on, and that is on research. Effectively, we're going to need more research cores. We're going to need a lot. So if we go to science, So I need 350 green ones just to be able to start producing the yellow ones, and they take 12. So I've got a setup here, a little bit of spaghetti, but effectively we've got purple cores coming in here. Purple cores being made there, blue cores being made here, green cores being made here, and outputting to here. And that's where we're at. So I am going to need a lot more research. Because we're just not keeping up. So yeah, so this is what I've got. I do intend on bringing this back down this way to make the yellows, but I might just stick it over here. If we just make a bit of room. Yo, back up now and give a brother room. A little bit more room. So yeah, but we don't have the cores to start producing yellows, and I'm fairly certain the yellows are going to be expensive. So yeah, that's that. What else? That's kind of it. We're kind of just in a holding pattern now. Labs emptying. Not that I think there's anything else down there. Foundry's doing its thing. Sierra and Archive are pretty much empty. So we could start sending. In fact, if we go have a look at Foundry, how are we doing on Foundry? Because okay, so we are starting to empty out. Okay, I think what we might need to do is redirect the sand output from lab to Foundry, because ideally we're not we're not. So let me just turn those off. Hydro, admin, X-ray, 9 Foundry, yeah. There we go. There we go. Cool. Right. So that will now start clearing out here, which will also help us. But we are... yeah. Seismite powder. So yeah, I think what we probably need to do up here, I am starting to feel the game chug now. But there isn't a whole lot I can do about that really. That way, feeding into these. These are then outputting seismite powder. That's going into the seismite powder system, and hopefully should start making power and getting us back on track. Okay. Okay, that's that solved. I mean, the other thing I could do is I could actually duplicate and actually bring this round and really flood the system, but I don't think I need to yet, because I reckon this will end up backing up anyway. Those are now going, that's doing its thing. Sand is now exiting out, which is good news, because otherwise it's just sat up here. We're producing well, all good. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I can do. We're waiting on research to be able to unlock stuff and things. I mean, there's a possibility what I might do is actually start on the research level, put oh, out of actuators. Let's go grab some more. That's foundry. Putting core composers up on research. What are you short of? Carbon frames. Okay. Which I am I'm producing in here. Yeah. But it's a lot of carbon frames, isn't it? 72. Okay. We'll go grab some more from Victor. I mean, this would be easier if actuators for, yeah, we're gonna need. Why aren't you producing? What are you missing? Copper frames. Why are you missing copper frames? Ah, because you're all out. And you're not getting any copper. That's a problem. Considering I can't actually get to... Ah, yes. Where's my upgrader? There it is. Okay. Yep. There we go. I mean... Yeah. Okay. Right. Now I've got the carbon frames. Let's go back to Foundry and put them in so that we can get actuators going again. That'll do. Yeah, right, let me... because we are going to need a few of those. Going to need more belts as well. There we go. Okay. I don't even know where to even start looking. Gold ingots and sesamoite ingots. Okay. Where am I? Barracks. Okay. So I think we are going to need to get sesamoite ingots. Do we need those for... Sesamoite ingots, yes. Okay. Right. Not sure how many I just picked up. I picked up a few. But you're all still... You're going, which is good. This is all going, that's all going. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, yeah, so that is all doing its thing. Lovely, lovely. Right. So we can actually, if we Victor as well, grab a couple thousand of gold. But what I might do is actually just transfer this up. So what's that? Grab all of that. There we go. That'll at least allow me to get started as and when research. This is just until we're able to get yeah, okay, let's just go 1, 2. To there. So that's our core input. Actually, no. Let's do that a different way. I don't think I'm going to get enough green cores to be able to do this. 1, 2, yeah, that'll do. Right. And then we'll put you there. And we'll have stack inserters for... where are you? That. Sesamoite ingots. And we'll have one the other side as well. Then you want another stack inserter with gold ingots. Ingots. Oh, there we go. And copy that to the other side. Now we put in all of those so we can start doing its thing. And then what I'm going to do is take that away. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, doesn't fit. Right, so we do that, we do that, we do that, and we do that, and that. Nope. That and that. There. There. And that will allow us to kick that into gear. Okay. Alright, we'll go down to research. No, Victor, and pop these into the research system, which is over here. There we go. What's that? They're going in. What's in there? Ah, yes. I'm going to dump all of you because I don't need you. You can go in there, and you lot. And it's full. Okay. There we go. Right, how are we doing? Are we getting copper? Yes. Good news. Okay. Now we're missing actuators again. Which are on Foundry. I am tempted to move this actually. In fact, I think I am. Just so that we can side load frames. Why haven't you copied? Actuators, yeah. And then I'm going to put those in. Ooh. There we go. Oh. We're not producing those, are we? Or are we? No, we're not. So we are manually putting those in. Okay. Cool. Right. So yeah. Just a quick, short one really, because there's kind of not a lot happening. We're waiting now. Where am I going? Actuators, Victor. So yeah, a bit of a shorter one this week. There you go. Mainly because we don't have stuff to look for. Yeah. Those are producing now, so they'll produce quite quick, which is good. We're about halfway full on that. But we're producing gold and assess my ingots in 2 different places. We're going to need to set something up for the cubes when we get there. But I've got a sneaky suspicion that we might have to deal with sand on Mech as well. And I'm not sure I'm ready for that. What? Power over here. Why? Okay. I think it's that. But I was half expecting this to have backed up by now. So what I'm going to do... take that out. Yeah. Okay. That should now start putting sesamite powder in here, and you can see already these 4 are already creating sesamite coolant, which will then feed into these. So I think we fixed it. Yeah, we're just on the tipping point, really. But we'll wait till we get to 40,000. Nearly. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 40,000. Excellent. Right. Well, on that note, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!